What is up, guys? We're here to preview the rest of the new creatures that are available to take a look at, and these guys do not have their proper modeled skins on them yet. Now, if you look in the dev kit, there are some skinned, but they aren't currently skinned up. We'll be able to take a look at them again when they are. So first we're going to take a look at the Hesperinis, and this guy here is a new, like, flightless water bird, basically, and right now, it doesn't really have a whole lot of animations either, so if we kind of tell it to follow us, he's just gonna, watch this. I believe I can glide. I believe I don't have to move my feet. So anyways, that's that there. But this guy here, Wild, appearing as something as half duck, half dinosaur. Hesperinis is a medium-sized fish-eating bird, common in the rivers and lakes of the island. It would be about 2/3 the height of a human. Yeah, that looks about right. And if it stood tall, but it rarely spends most of its time gliding along the surface of the water where it is much more maneuverable. So this guy is like a real, like, water duck, basically. Kind of reminds me of a cormorant. I don't know. Anyways, domesticated, not particularly useful for hunting and not being affectionate, is primarily kept for the specialized eggs it produces. When rendered correctly, the egg separates into two distinct substances, one a protein substance high in calories, the other an oily liquid that is effectively the same as oil on the ocean. So this guy makes a new food item as well as can produce oil, so that's actually pretty cool. Known information: Hesperinis is barely a threat to any land-dwelling creatures, as its legs are too short for it to move around effectively, but is surprisingly fast in the water and can easily hunt down fish and other small water-dwelling creatures. So that also makes me think that it may have the retrieve ability that was given to the Ichthyornis, with maybe just fish. I don't know. We'll have to see what's going on there, and what these guys end up kind of looking like, but they do have like a stagger, so they kind of flick back and wiggle their head. I thought that was kind of interesting. Ignore that guy going nuts back there in the background. So anyways, that's the Hesperinis. Next up, we've got the giant bee. So here it is in its full glory without color. And it is definitely quite giant. So in the wild, the giant bee drones never stray far from their nests. Okay, so they're going to be around the hive, which they built high in the island's redwood trees or on rocky cliff sides. So these guys are being cliff sides and the redwood trees, which is kind of cool. Drones can be seen swarming around the nest in groups, but to get a look at the queen, one will need to crack open the nest itself. Doesn't sound too easy. Speaking from experience, this is not a pleasant task. Well, there we go. I could have kept just reading. As the untamable drones are quite territorial, and probably should have seen that one coming in hindsight. Take caution with the stings will significantly weaken any creature which suffers them. And becomes the stinger and because the stinger is not barbed, Apis can sting multiple times without the stinger being ripped away. So, this thing is very sharp, but doesn't have barbs. So it means it can just in, out, in, out, in, out, stab, stab, stab. And these things are going to keep making your creatures weaker and weaker and weaker. Now, you can, however, domesticate the queen. So a tame queen will lay new drone eggs and construct a nest that survivors can farm honey from. So as long as you remember to wear specialized beekeeping gear, so these guys are going to come with a new type of armor, a bee suit. Said honey is not only sweet and delicious, but laced with scents that land mammals find irresistible. Many hunters use them to bait their traps. Okay, so maybe a new trap mechanic there. Drones will also follow their queen into battle, so they can be used for self-defense in a pinch. So if you tell your queen to attack something, the entire group of bees will attack it. So I see people making honey farms and also using them as a double protection. So that's pretty cool. Also, when fighting these, there's a good hint, take the queen out. So what's the queen look like? Well, this is the queen up here. Is the queen being easy and letting us see her nicely? No. Was the queen flying around in circles 5 million miles per hour and was a giant pain in the ass to tame? Yes. So, right now, the queen pretty much just looks like a bigger version of the bee, which is kind of disappointing. I expected it to look a little bit more awesome. But one way or another, we've got giant bees, and this is a pretty cool situation, and I can't wait to see how people use these and what we could possibly do with the honey. So definitely really cool situation there. Next, but not last, we've got the Daeodon, or Daeodon. Daeodon? I'm Daeodon. I'm saying it bad. You guys are gonna yell at me in the comments. Whatever. Yeah. This guy's a giant, aggressive, crazy, wild pig thing, okay? This guy is, Mr. Angry Pork. Alright? Mr. Angry Pork. In the wild, it's the largest known species of Hyaenodon, a omnivorous family of ancient mammals that are sometimes referred to as hell pigs. Even though it has many similarities to modern Hippodontidae, as to Suna, we found that suitably fitting nickname. Okay? It is as mean as it looks, and any survivor who wanders too close to its feeding grounds will find that out the hard way. As an omnivore with a voracious appetite, it scavenges, forages, and hunts to survive. It has little qualms when it comes to its diet, and that has helped it thrive on both the island's grasslands as well as sandy ecosystems. So this guy's going to be in the grasslands and the deserts, okay? So this also means there's a chance this guy will be added into Scorched Earth. Again, I'm saying there's a chance. I'm not saying I know this for sure. It's just a guess from what the dossier says, okay? Its temper hasn't hurt either, as many would-be predators would rather seek out less vicious prey. Its uncommonly high metabolism enables it to heal very rapidly, making it a difficult beast to bring down or even tranquilize. So again, this thing's going to be a giant pain in the ass to tranquilize, and it heals very fast, so if you do get one, that will actually be a cool benefit. Domesticated, many tribes have made excellent use of them in packs with their war parties, not only because of its fierce nature, but due to its remarkable ability to rapidly heal itself. I've theorized that the healing factor is why it seems to have such a high rate of food consumption. So it does eat a lot. Hey, Garno. Okay. Can we not, maybe? Can we not? Okay, there we go. Anywho, theorize that the healing factor seems to be why it eats so much food, which also makes it difficult to maintain. So this guy does eat. It may as well eat its owners out of house and home. For more extraordinary, however, it is that its rapid regeneration is evidently able to affect nearby allies and consequently worth the upkeep. So these guys will give out a healing aura, basically, which is really cool. So that is an awesome buff. It makes these guys super worth it because they're a decent war mount, they're aggressive, and they can heal, but they need to be packed full of food, thus being a pig. You're a pig! You also make a wolf noise. That must be fixed. But anyways, you can't ride this guy properly. Pretty cool. They've got a nasty bite attack. We'll go ahead and here get rid of that for this. And then they've got no other attacks other than that right now. So I'm assuming that, of course, will be fixed. Something will be added in to make these guys even more tougher than they already are. And yeah, so this guy's pretty excited. We're going to get ourselves a hell pig, as they say it. And yeah, so this brings us to our last creature. Last, we're brought to the Hyaenodon, and it is glitching out hard right here. Here, can you follow me over here? There we go. So as you can see, his animations are definitely not done yet, but this is the Hyaenodon so far. They are actually a lot smaller than I thought they would be, which is kind of interesting. So as you can see, even the model isn't quite finished quite yet. But these guys are actually going to be pretty cool. So among the island's tenacious pack hunters, Hyaenodon, a carnivore most often found across the mountains and tundras in packs of 3 to 5. So it's going to be, ignore the morphing there. It's going to be a pack animal, which we can assume has the pack bonus. Hyaenodon is a very intelligent predator. Before engaging, it determines if the payoff is worth the fight or the risk of injury. So these guys are going to be kind of smart. Domesticated. Despite being too small to ride, Hyaenodon are still popular pets. The intelligence means that they train well, and that their natural pack strength makes them excellent hunting dogs. The capability to quickly recover health by consuming raw flesh off the bone ensues that they take much punishment yet continue fighting. A common and terrifying sight on the tundra is a rider on a canis with a pack of Hyaenodon at its side, howling and jeers echoing through the night. So these guys are going to have some pretty epic sounds I can't wait to hear. Known information, Hyaenodon often prefer not to fight unless there's already a weakened prey nearby, or a fresh carcass. This temperament changes quickly, though. Near the presence of injured or dying creatures, Hyaenodon quickly becomes very aggressive, and the pack attacks with ruthless abandon. With each vicious chomp of scavenged meat, the Hyaenodon rapidly recovers health and stamina. So as you take out creatures, they're going to go in and finish them out. They seem to also maybe possibly get a buff from attacking dead corpses or nearly finished creatures. This also leads me to think they're going to be tamed that way. You may have to provide them a weakened animal or a corpse. So we'll have to see what kind of goes on there. Anyways, guys, that pretty much brings it to an end here. I hope you're excited to see some of these new creatures before they make it into the game. Just like last time, you can see the sun is starting to get low on the island, and I think we have brought a point across our points today. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you next time. Don't forget to click that like button and share this video with your friends.